Hey everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to make what I'm going to call the gradient friendship bracelet. I don't know, I've seen this a lot and I finally figured out how to do it, and I don't see any tutorials on it whatsoever, and I think it's probably just because it's actually really easy, but I decided to make one anyway for the fun of it. I'm going to show you first what a finished one looks like. It looks like this, and if anybody knew what it was and it didn't catch up to their mind, I hope that this shows you. Yeah, it's this, and I personally like the back side too, but you can kind of see where it chopped off into the different colors where it faded. So I personally like this as a clean look. And this is 6 strings. The way you make this, if you can tell now, it is basically just an alpha bracelet that does not have any words on it. This one has 8 strings, and you can tell by the different thickness that this one is completely thicker. And I don't really know which one I like yet. I'm kind of starting to like this one with different colors depending. And also this length, if you can see it, this is the pattern. It almost took up a whole skein, and if you know how big those are, then you can kind of get the idea. And I also kept what string I had left after I made this. So this bracelet's length, just set that right there, it's almost 6 inches, I'm pretty sure. And then this is all the string I have left. So I think you can get an idea of how much I used, but yeah. And also the bracelet gets pretty stiff, but I'm going to make it adjustable and it'll be a lot easier to work with. So you're gonna need however many strings you want. It depends on how thick you want to make it. And you're also gonna need this kind of friendship thread. This is prism type thread, and this is the Divas one. Or you can get whatever you want as long as it has different colors in one. And I thought this one was very convenient because it has like 4 of these different ones, and it makes it a lot easier to make these kind of bracelets and then do different ones. But I really liked this one, and it was only $3.99 at Michael's, so that's a pretty good deal if you ask me. And so how I did this is I left this all as one skein, and then I cut all these, and then I took a little bit of the end and I tied it with all the strings. And I don't really know how long your string should be. It's just kind of like an eyeball kind of thing. I just kind of do my arm span and kind of go from there. But this bracelet is really easy to make, to be completely honest. And it's not going to need much of a tutorial, but I figured I'd make one anyway. And if anybody knows the correct term for this bracelet, then you can leave a comment down below and I'll change the title. But for now, I'm going to call this a gradient friendship bracelet, so let's get started. I apologize greatly if my hands kind of get in the way. I noticed in my alternating chevron video that it kind of got in the way, but I hope that it'll be fine this time. Okay, so first you're gonna take your skein and you're literally just gonna do forward knots all the way across. Fix that. And yeah, you just do forward knots on all these strings, and when you get over here, I'll show you. And you can, if you want, you can cut off this skein if you are very confident on what length you want and everything. That's fine. Oh, this is very hard to do with a camera right under your armpit. I'm just going to pull these strings out of the way, because I've done enough to where I know what string I'm going to need to tie on next. And if you're not confident, you can always use a cardboard loom. and I learned it from the channel Beyond Bracelets. I can leave a link below if you aren't good with managing strings. And there will be no use for how to make a cardboard loom if I told you who I learned it from, and you could just go to their video. And now you're on the right side with your skein. I am going to move all these over. And now, next what you're going to do is you're just going to do backward knots all the way back to the beginning. So that is what we will do. And yes, even though you did a forward knot on this string, you're also doing a backward knot, which is what gets the edges really rounded like they are, as you can tell. And usually in alpha bracelets, when you make these exact ones, if I wanted to use a green string and I was going backwards like I am right now, I would do a forward knot. However, this one just keeps going, snaking back and forth and back and forth. And that's, once you're at that beginning, you are going to do forward knots, stick around, do backward knots, and that is all you do throughout the whole bracelet. And I will show you what the green one looks like. So that is kind of what it looks like. Well, it is what it looks like. But yeah, kind of shaded a little bit so you can see it. But the thicker it is, the more you're gonna have that little rainbow shape at the top. So when I make it and I get far enough down, I like to set the clipboard clamp like right in there, so that way it'll kind of smooth it out, because when you first start it, your extra strings are gonna get really crinkled and it's just gonna be like a mess. So that's why I set my clipboard there. And yeah, that is really all you do. And here's the other one. And I personally think I like this thickness a lot more. I don't know, maybe it's just because I like the color with it like that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video.